So I'm just going to steal someone else's joke and tell it.
Okay.
Because everything else here has been kind of down.
Okay.
A moth walks into a podiatrist's office. You may have heard this before. Moth walks into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist says to him, "Moth, what's going on? What can I help you with?" He says, "Gee, doc. Oh, Christ, where do I start? Everything in my life is shit. I mean, I've been married to the same woman for 30 years. I've been working at the same job for 25 years for Gregory Bogdanovich Gizvatsky. He treats me like a goddamn slave. Every day I go in, he doesn't appreciate anything I do. Every day I go in and I think to myself, Christ, what am I doing here today? I serve no purpose. I make no money. I can barely make ends meet to provide for my wife and 2 children. Jesus Christ, my wife. My wife hates me. I wake up every morning and I turn over in bed and I look at her and I think, what happened? I love this woman more than anything 20 years ago, and each day I wake up and she doesn't even know who I am. I don't know who she is. I don't know who I am. My kids, my son, Gregor, who I named after my boss, is a fucking idiot. He's never going to amount to anything. I mean, at best he might end up in the newspaper after shooting up the school, and that's the most I could hope for. My daughter, my daughter, she'll be pregnant by the age of 13, and I'm gonna have to raise another child. I didn't want the first 2, and my wife, she'll force that down my throat. Sometimes I look in the mirror. I don't even know if I'm a moth anymore. Sometimes I feel like a spider, or a fly caught in a spider's web, just stuck there waiting to be consumed by all the things surrounding me. I mean, I don't even know which way it's gonna come from. And the podiatrist says, Jesus Christ, Moth, that sounds horrible. I mean, your life sounds like a mess. I think you should see a psychiatrist. What brought you in here? And the moth says, the light was on.